Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Today we will study section 3.5, Derivatives of Trigonometric Functions. So we will start with the sine function. So the derivative of the sine function is the cosine function. So d by dx of sine x equals to cosine x. It's a very simple rule, and let's see if we use this rule to solve some questions. So example 1, we find derivatives of the sine function involving differences, products, and quotients. So part A, y equals x squared minus sine x. We need to find dy by dx. So as you can see in the solution here, this is the difference between two functions. So the derivative of y will be the derivative of x squared minus the derivative of sine x. The derivative of x squared is 2x. This is by using the power rule. And the derivative of sine function is cosine function by using the derivative of the sine function. So the answer will be 2x minus cosine x. Next will be y equals x squared multiplied by sine x. So here we have to use the product rule. The product rule says the derivative of the first function times the derivative times the second function plus the second function times the derivative of the first function, or the first function times the derivative of the second function plus the second function times the derivative of the first function. So this will be x squared times the derivative of sine is cosine plus the sine function multiplied by the derivative of the first function, that is 2x. So the final answer will be x squared cosine x plus 2x sine x. Now the third question is y equals sine x divided by x. So we have to use the quotient rule, and if you apply the quotient rule you will get this answer, which is x cosine x minus sine x divided by x squared. The next trigo function is the cosine function. So the derivative of the cosine function is the negative of the sine function. So d by dx of cosine x equals to minus sine x. Here we have some examples also. So if we want to find the derivative of y equals 5x plus cosine x, then we have to differentiate 5x plus the derivative of cosine x, which is minus sine x. And again, the derivative of 5x is 5, and the derivative of cosine x is minus sine x. So the final answer will be 5 minus sine x. The next function is y equals to sine x times cosine x. We will use the product rule. Again, the derivative of y will be sine x times the derivative of cosine x plus cosine x times the derivative of sine x. And the final answer will be cosine square x minus sine square x. Cosine square x means cosine times cosine, and sine square x means sine x times sine x. The last example is quotient rule. Again, we have to use the quotient rule and use the derivative of cosine and the derivative of sine function, and then we will get the final answer as 1 divided by 1 minus sine x. Here we have some other basic trigo functions. As you know that tan x is defined as sine x divided by cosine x. Cotan x is the inverse of tan x, that is cosine x divided by sine x. Secant x equals 1 over cosine x, and cosecant x is 1 over sine x. You have to remember all these relations, okay? So the derivative of each of these 4 trigo functions are listed below here. So the derivative of tan x is secant square x. The derivative of cot x is minus cosecant square x. The derivative of secant x is secant x tan x. and the derivative of cosecant x is minus cosecant x cotan x. Of course, you can prove all of these relations by using the derivative of sine and cosine if you refer back to the definition of each of these trigo functions. Here we have another example. We need to find y w prime, means the second derivative of the function y equals secant x. So first we differentiate the first time. So y prime equals the derivative of secant x. If you go back to the formula here, it's secant x tan x. And now we need to find the second derivative, means the answer we got just now, we need to differentiate it. So the derivative of secant x tan x, we have to use the product rule. So it will be secant x multiplied by the derivative of tan x plus tan x multiplied by the derivative of secant x. Again, if we use the formula we learned just now, then we will get secant x and the derivative of tan x is secant square x plus tan x and the derivative of secant x is secant tan. So if you simplify this, you will get secant to the power of 3x plus secant x times tan square x. Okay, so here we have some questions. You can solve some of them. During our class, we will try to solve some of those questions. So until I see you in the class, goodbye. Assalamu alaikum.